Look at the goaltenders might go at it. Here we go. Brent Johnson with deep the end zone. I want to see it. Here we go. You want to hit him with a lefty puck? No, you hit him. He's not going to hit him again. But he's going to hold him down and not let him up.
Well, he hammered him good.
Toronto's Allan Bester, who I've often said has seen more rubber than a dead skunk on the Trans-Canada Highway. I heard a goalie complaining one time he has 13 shots in a period. Allan gets that many on a shift. Has he got a great glove or what? Get a load of this.
Allan Bester was one of the most unlikely goalies to make it to the NHL. Standing only at 5 foot 7 inches tall and weighing $155, Bester began his career playing for the Brantford Alexanders of the Ontario Hockey League. He would see action in 19 games in his first year of 81-82, posting a win-loss record of 4-11 with a goals against average of 4.21. He would better his numbers the following season, playing in 56 games, recording a win-loss record of 29-21-3, and a goals against average of 3.51. This would catch attention of NHL scouts, and Bester was selected in the third round, 48th overall in the 1983 NHL entry draft. Bester would split his season between the Brantford Alexanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs, playing 32 games in Toronto as a rookie, with a goals against average of 4.35 and a save percentage of .883. For one of the shortest goalies in the league, these were impressive numbers, and the Leafs saw fit to keep him on and give him some time in the AHL to season himself. Over the next 3 years, Bester would split his time between the NHL and AHL. It wasn't until the 86-87 season that Bester got a permanent call-up, backing up Ken Reggett for the Leafs. It was during the 88-89 season that Bester would put up his career year, playing in 43 games, having a record of 17-20-3 with a save percentage of .890 and a goals against average of 3.8. Keep in mind that this is one of the lowest points in Toronto history, as they were just an abysmal team in the 80s and early 90s, until the arrival of such stars as Doug Gilmour, Felix Potvin, Wendell Clark, and Matt Sundin. Bester would begin the 1990-91 season by splitting time between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Newmarket Saints of the AHL, until such time he was traded to the Detroit Red Wings, where he would play in 3 games, getting a goals against average of 4.38 and a save percentage of .069. The Red Wings would ship Bester down to the AHL, where he would play for the Adirondack Red Wings. During the 91-92 season, Bester made 22 AHL starts, posting a record of 13-8, with a goals against average of 3.69 and a save percentage of .879. He would be called up for 1 NHL game in 91-92, where he would face 7 shots, letting 2 goals in. However, Bester would play for Adirondack on their Calder Cup winning run in 92. He would play in 19 games in the AHL playoffs that year and secure himself the Jack A. Butterfield Trophy as playoff MVP for Adirondack. During the 92-93 season, Bester played full-time for the Adirondack Red Wings of the AHL. At the beginning of the 93-94 season, Bester would drop down to the International Hockey League, playing full-time as a starter for the San Diego Gulls. He would remain in the IHL, playing as a starting goalie for the San Diego Gulls and Orlando Solar Bears for the next 5 seasons, being called up in 95-96 for a 10-game stint with the Dallas Stars. It was the last 2 seasons of his career that Bester was at his best, playing for the Orlando Solar Bears of the International Hockey League. It was then he decided to retire on a high note. Yet another player that'll slip through the cracks and will never make it to the Hall of Fame, but definitely deserves his own place in hockey history.
Believe me, it's not easy. Great bunch of guys having a lot of fun out here. These guys can still shoot the puck. They play 40, 50 games a year. They're playing all the time, at least once a week, especially guys in Toronto. and you don't lose it much. They haven't lost a step. They're still firing the puck, and that's why they asked me to fly me in from Florida just to play, because they know the shooters are still got it.
Alan, the significance of getting to play with and against some of these guys, guys you grew up cheering for.
You know, I don't play very much anymore. The only time I come up and play is during these games, and it's such a thrill and an honor to come play with guys that I idolized when I was younger, and guys that I admired while I was playing with when they were scoring on me. I told Dale and Yari that I'm the reason they're in the Hall of Fame, because I think they scored enough times on me during my career, at least.
Not today. Thank you for doing this, and congratulations.
Thanks very much.
It's all time hockey.